Week draws to a close. U.S. President Donald Trump is reopening trade war tensions, this time with the European Union, announcing that the U.S. will implement a 50% tariff on U.S. imports on June 1st. Now, he made the announcement initially on social media Friday and spoke later about the tariffs from the White House. Listen.
I just said it's time that we play the game the way I know how to play the game. You know, they've taken advantage of other people representing this country, and they're not going to do that any longer.
Well, this announcement by Trump evidently designed to apply maximum pressure on the Europeans, giving them little more than a week to strike a deal to the president's liking. The US and EU have been in talks since early last month. That's when the Trump administration announced so-called reciprocal tariffs on trade partners. Reacting Friday, the foreign minister of Germany, Europe's largest economy, called for talks to continue.
I believe such tariffs do not help anyone, but would only lead to economic development in both markets to suffer as a result. And that's why we continue to pursue negotiations and support the European Commission.
While the U.S. continues to insist on a 10% levy on most imports, having temporarily reduced reciprocal tariffs from 20%, EU partners have proposed mutually cutting tariffs to zero. Trump's announcement rattled European markets, with the three major stock market indexes falling sharply. Meanwhile, U.S. tech giant Apple is also in Trump's sights as the president threatened penalties on the company if it doesn't manufacture iPhones in the U.S., an about-face following the tariff exemptions permitted by the administration last month on electronic goods. Posting on social media Friday, Trump wrote, "I have long ago informed Tim Cook of Apple that I expect their iPhones that will be sold in the United States of America will be manufactured and built in the United States, not India or any place else. If that's not the case, a tariff of at least 25% must be paid by Apple to the U.S." Although Trump didn't announce any timeline, the threat was enough to shake market confidence, with Apple shares taking a dip on Friday. Poppy and Puting, CGTN, Washington.